Welcome to another episode of The Talk with the Stevens, with your host, Coach Irene Stevens, and co-host, Minister Joseph Stevens.
Good evening and happy Friday, everybody.
Yes, good evening.
This is Minister Joe Stevens and Coach Irene Stevens bringing you another segment of Let's Talk with the Stevens. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. So we hope you had a wonderful 4th of July weekend last weekend, and hope you'll have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend coming up this weekend.
Yes.
Like, why is she talking about 4th of July? Because I want to.
Okay.
All right. All right. Video number 36. The topic for today's discussion is we bleed the same blood.
That might be a good one.
Oh, it's going to be a good one.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll be a good one for everybody. Hopefully we can all learn something from this. But if not, tell us. Watch how you tell us, though.
Yeah.
Tell him, but don't tell me.
All right,
All right, here we go. We bleed the same color blood. So this phrase, we bleed the same color blood, or we all bleed red, is a powerful metaphor that means everyone is fundamentally equal, sharing the same exact human nature, vulnerabilities, and emotions regardless of external differences. What are external differences? How I'm shaped, how he's shaped, how tall he is, what color his hair is, what color my eyes are, what color my skin is. Right?
Yeah, all those attributes.
All those.
Yeah.
And characteristics. We all bleed the same color blood. It is used globally as an appeal for empathy, unity, and the rejection of discrimination. You ready to get into this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's go.
Are you ready to get into this? So let's talk about some core meanings and some themes in reference to we bleed the same color blood. So number one, we have three of them. Number one, universal equality. It highlights that beneath superficial differences such as race, nationality, religion, gender, or socioeconomic status, all human beings, I'm going to say that word again, all human beings are biologically and structurally the same inside. Alright?
Alright. Yeah.
Number two, shared vulnerability. Blood symbolizes life, but it also represents pain and fragility. It means we all have pain and we all can be fragile. The phrase serves as a reminder that we all feel pain, suffer, and are susceptible to the same mortal conditions. Which means nobody's going to live any longer than anybody else, okay? I don't care where you come from, what religion you are, who you think you are. We all bleed the same color blood. Right?
Yes.
And blood symbolizes life. And then the last one, a call against division. It is frequently used in anti-racism movements, peace advocacy, and humanitarian campaigns to emphasize that us versus them mentalities are artificial. Us versus them. Those mentalities are artificial. They're not real. We just trying to make them real. If we all hurt and we all bleed the same way, we should treat each other with equal respect. Not half equal, not a quarter equal, not a tenth equal, not 9/10 equal, but equal respect.
Yeah. So let's dig into it.
Let's dig.
So what we're generally saying in this lesson is all people, no matter nationality, no matter ethnicity, no matter religious beliefs, no matter skin color, no matter gender, we are all equal. Or no, we're supposed to treat each other equally. Many times here in this current state that we've been living in for hundreds of years, other nationalities or other ethnicities see themselves above other ethnicities that don't share the same skin color. Sometimes that don't come from the same background, and don't afford other nationalities or other ethnicities the same opportunities that they have. For some reason, as humans, we have a desire to be set apart and presented as if we may be superior to others, and that could be no further from the truth. No one should feel like they're superior than someone else, and no one should have to feel like they're beneath someone else because of one's beliefs or what someone may believe about you or your nationality. These are often the fights that we have within within the black and white community, within the Hispanic community, with all the different nationalities here in America. And as far as America goes, what's so mind-boggling to me is America as we know it is a country that was built and still being built on immigrants or people coming from other countries and coming here. And now it seems that we've forgotten that, and we want to close borders because we got people coming in that don't quite look like us or don't quite look like a certain people, and we forget how our grandparents, great-great-grands, and different came from different countries. And unless you're actually a Native American, everyone else in this country is the descendants of immigrants, meaning this is not your origin of birth. And we've seen have forgotten that when it comes to the different nationalities, we're supposed to be helping each other. It's supposed to be a place of freedom and equality. And every time we look, we're taking away freedoms from people, whether it's freedoms for different ethnicities, whether it's freedoms from a male or female, and that's not right. We all do bleed the same color blood. Maybe not genetically, but biologically, like she was saying earlier, we're all the same on the inside. Our bodies work the same, although our skin tones may not be the same, and some of our hair may not be the same, and you may have different eye colors, but on the inside, we all work the same.
Yes.
So we need to treat each other the same.
You said a lot. You don't usually talk that way. You might be sweating a little bit on that one. You got some friends that you might lose after this.
If I lose, do. They wasn't friends from the beginning.
There you go. All right. So great job. Thank you for that. All right. So let's continue. The belief that certain races are superior or inferior is a complex psychological and social phenomenon rooted in historical structures, cognitive shortcuts, and emotional insecurities. So if you're a race of people, or if you're one person and you feel like you are superior or either inferior to another person of a different color or even the same color, then you are emotionally insecure. And I'm telling you, you're emotionally insecure. If you think you are superior or you think you are inferior. You need some help.
Yeah.
All right. Simply put.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about some evolutionary and cognitive biases. And there's 1, 2, 3 of them. In-group versus out-group mentality. Humans, which is all of us, because there are no animals listening. Humans naturally seek a sense of belonging by clustering into groups based on shared backgrounds, culture, or appearance. This primitive, and I say primitive, that means way long time back ago in dinosaur land, okay? This primitive instinct can morph into the belief that one's own group is inherently better than outside groups. Your group is no better than nobody else's group.
And there's nothing wrong with getting with like-minded people or people that have the same interests as you. But when you begin to think that your following or your group is better than someone else, and disrespecting other people's opinion and views on life just because they're different from yours, when you begin to do that, that's not right.
No, it's not right. I don't care whether you're a black group, you're a white group, you're a Hispanic group, you're a gay, lesbian, transgender group, you're an Indian group, you're a Muslim group, you're a Presbyterian group, or you're a Baptist group. Your group is no better than any other group. We all bleed the same color blood.
Yes.
And we should treat each other equally. Not as superiors and not as inferiors.
Absolutely.
All right. Next one. Cognitive heuristics or mental shortcuts. The brain relies on simplification to process information rapidly. We all know that. We think real fast. Sometimes our mouths move faster than they should, but our brains think really, really fast. Racist thinking relies heavily on stereotypes, rigid, exaggerated generalizations that flatten entire populations into single, often negative traits. Wow, yeah. And then confirmation bias. If you have any kind of biases, then it's just wrong. But this is confirmation bias we're talking about. Once a person adopts a racial stereotype, their brain selectively notices behavior that confirms the stereotype while actively, listen to that, actively ignoring or discarding evidence that contradicts it. You can know all day long that you are wrong as two left shoes and feel like, okay, well, this is how I feel about it. And then even when you get evidence that contradicts your thoughts, your irrational, mean, racist behavior, you ignore it.
And what happens in society is we think numbers of agreements or numbers of a multitude of people agreeing with you negates you from being wrong. And
it just
wrong,
makes a whole group of wrong people.
Yeah, wrong is still wrong. It doesn't matter how many people take your side on how wrong you are. More numbers doesn't turn it from wrong to right. It just, like she just said, makes a whole group of people
that's wrong,
just as wrong as you are.
That's wrong.
So we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to face what it is fear. Face the fear of the differences that scare us sometimes. The differences from other people, other races, other nationalities, what may have you, and face that fear, get to know those people, ask questions, wonder, why do you do things this way? Why do you have these beliefs? Why do you, why is this part of your culture? Don't be afraid of something that's not like you, and develop for lack of better words, develop a bias or racist attitude or discriminative attitude against something that you know nothing about.
Right. Yeah. Walk a mile in somebody else's shoes just for a week. Probably can walk a mile in somebody else's shoes just for a day, to see how they live, how they feel, how they're treated, and see if that's really the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go into some socialization and systemic factors here. There's 3 of them. Early upbringing. Woohoo. Biases and racist attitudes are frequently learned, not born, learned during childhood from family members. Yeah, you family members. From peers. Yep, the people you hang around with. People you know. And local environments. If discriminatory views are normalized early on, they become deeply ingrained and difficult to challenge later in life. And then, of course, just the opposite. If they're ingrained in you early on, they become difficult to change later in life.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so media representation. Historical and modern media often legitimize racial hierarchies by over-representing dominant groups in idealized roles while marginalizing, minimalizing, or criminalizing minority groups. Now, who is the minority group nowadays? Ask yourself that. Look it up.
Yeah. And oftentimes those statistics are quite altered.
They are altered.
Yeah, and what you're saying about the roles being portrayed in different things with certain roles with different minorities, we'll take for instance, in the film and media world, it takes black directors and actors to portray black people in a positive role. We oftentimes we don't see that in movies and shows where they'll show a successful family, or they'll show someone of a different ethnicity other than Caucasian in a successful role in a movie where they may be a millionaire or a successful businessman or businesswoman. It often takes black directors and actors to come together and portray different ethnicities in those roles, whether it be Hispanic or black or Asian, to do so, because oftentimes we're portrayed as gangsters or thugs or even a immigrant that has no intentions but to come over here and do crime,
right.
And which is most of the time not the case, but that's how they portray it. Mm-hmm. So when it's portrayed in the media like that, then it plays into people's mind of America like that oftentimes. Yeah. And that's what they believe.
Yeah. I mean, there are some black people that are bad. There are some white people that are bad. There's Hispanic. There's all types of people that are bad. There's men that's bad, men that's women that's bad. But don't group everybody into one group. You see one black person do something bad and all black people are bad. Yeah. You see one white person do something bad and all white people are bad.
Right.
One immigrant that's done something bad and all immigrants are bad.
Yeah.
That's not the case. Haven't you done something bad in your life? Would you want everybody to group your race as, oh, they're all bad? No, they're not. You were. Just you. All right. Now the last one is institutional legitimacy. Oh, let's go to commercials. I mean, I want everybody to take a look at commercials nowadays. And just, if they got 10 people in the commercial, count the different races and see what you see.
Yeah.
All right? That's a test. All right, institutional legitimacy. When societal institutions such as legal, educational, or financial systems perpetuate inequalities, it subtly validates individual beliefs that certain groups are meant to occupy a lower societal position. Pretty much what you just said.
And even what we had going on within this past year, within our own government, a lot of the DEI and
diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yeah, a lot of those positions and jobs have been taken away systematically by the government. Mm-hmm. And that took a lot of jobs away from minorities. It took a lot of jobs away from women, and that was systematically done by our own government.
And I'm saying by black people because I don't know who the minority is anymore.
Right.
Okay. So and before I went into coaching and teaching, I worked in diversity and the diversity and inclusion department. And had I not retired, I would have been one of those people without a job. Mm-hmm. That sucks.
Yeah.
They would place me somewhere else. It's just not right. I mean, America's supposed to be a melting pot of all people. It's like if you're cooking a pot of stew, mm-hmm. and you need corn and string beans and potatoes and meat and onions. Think of that as representing people. If you miss one of those ingredients, it's not going to be complete. It's not going to be the stew that you want.
Right.
Little salt, little pepper, little garlic, little, paprika. If you miss any of that, and think of all of that as a nationality or a race or religion or a woman or a man, if you miss any of that, something's missing.
Yeah.
It's not going to taste the same. It's not going to be the same. All right, moving along. Moving along. This is a good one for me. So, psychological drivers. I don't know, you still sweating?
No, I'm all right.
You all right? All right, I don't sweat when it comes to this. Psychological drivers. There's 3 of them. Fear and perceived threat. Severe racial hatred is strongly tied to fear. What are you afraid of? Individuals may feel threatened by demographic, cultural, or economic shifts, worrying they will lose social status or power. So nobody care about your social status or your power because everybody else got social status and power as well.
But it equates to social status and power, boils down to money.
Yeah, it does. Just as many of these people got just as money as those people, and just as many of those people got just as much money as these people. You just don't know that they do. Everybody think because you're an immigrant, you come over here, you get handed money. Why can't you think that maybe when they get together as a family and they pull together, right?
Yeah.
Because they do pull together. That's how they gain revenue. That's how they get businesses. And then they branch off and they do their own thing. More of us need to be like that.
Yes, absolutely.
Stop hating your black sister. Black sister. Stop hating your white brother. White brother. Live in the same house. Get along. Open a business together.
Yes.
Yeah. Become successful that way instead of stealing from other races or getting rid of them or whatever you're doing. Oops. Bring it in. All right. Okay. Scapegoating. When people experience economic hardship, frustration, or personal failure, it is psychologically easier to project blame onto an easily identifiable other rather than addressing complex systemic problems. And it said what it said right there, right?
Yeah.
Overcompensating for insecurity. Believing that an entire category of people is automatically beneath them allows an individual to maintain an unearned sense of self-worth and superiority without needing personal achievements to back it up. You ain't got not one achievement in this world, but you think you're better than somebody else. Some folks living in a trailer house, trailer park, right? Other people got big old 6,000 square feet houses. But you think you're better than they are? The devil is a liar. We all are created equal. And we all bleed the same color blood. It doesn't matter if a bum is living on the street eating out of a trash can and you live in Beverly Hills. It does not matter. You're no better than the next person. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
You don't have nothing else to say?
No, you said
no.
no.
So we get into the Bible now, all right? Shared spiritual bloodline. So the New Testament expands the concept from physical biology to spiritual family, teaching that the same blood that truly unites people is the blood shed by Jesus Christ. Now, if you don't want to hear nothing about the Bible, you can turn it off right now. Click. It's all right. We're not mad at you. But if you want to talk about what the Bible says about this shared blood stuff, continue to listen. You good? So, Galatians chapter 3, verse 28. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither slave nor free. There is no male and female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. All right? God doesn't look at us as unequal people. He doesn't look at black and white and blue and purple and Episcopalians and Catholics. He doesn't look at Jews and Gentiles, and he just doesn't. We're all one people. And if you don't watch out with your hatred acting self, when he come back to take the one church, you're going to be left behind. That's scary. Scary. We're all your nice groupie group people that you love so much and you thought you were so superior. So I'm see how superior you are when you be left back here with the flood and the fire.
Yeah, so the Bible tells us that Jesus died for all mankind so that we could all have the opportunity for salvation. He didn't list whether you were black or brown or Asian or white or Hispanic, but he died for all people. And God made us all equal. And we seem to forget that even in our portrayal of the Bible, we often, even when we know what region that those things took place in, it's often portrayed as we'll just say as a Caucasian male or female. And even though that doesn't necessarily matter, but the representation is an underlying statement to say that these things of salvation, these works of God, these acts of God only happen to this certain demographic of people because that's how it's portrayed. So we have to know that one, that's not true, and that Jesus died for all of us, all mankind, and no one is superior to anyone.
Nobody. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Ephesians 2, verse 13. Believers who were once culturally or socially divided are brought near by the blood of Christ, effectively creating a single new spiritual family. That's profound right there. So I'm saying this says believers who were once culturally or socially divided. I'm saying believers, non-believers, people, groups, nations, all that. If you're divided socially or culturally, think about bringing it together. This says to effectively create a single new spiritual family. To effectively create either a new spiritual family or just a family in general. Because this world is going to hell in a handbasket. It's a mess. I think we can all agree that it is a mess.
Yes.
It doesn't matter whether it's the Democrats, the Republicans, the whoever. It does not matter who it is. We all need to get on some kind of accord. If it's not one accord, it should be close to it. Because this whole division that we have going on is absolutely ridiculous. We're at war with ourselves first. And then we're at war with someone else.
Yeah, shame.
It's ridiculous. All right, Revelation chapter 7, verse 9. The ultimate picture of humanity in heaven shows a countless multitude from every nation, tribe, people, and language standing together in complete unity. Not some nations, every nation, every tribe, every people, every language standing together in complete unity. I challenge everybody to try that and see how much better this world would be. I challenge everybody to try that in your church and see how much better your church will be. I challenge everybody to try that on your job and see how much better your job would be. I challenge everybody to do that in the food line or in your neighborhood.
Yes.
And see how much better your neighborhood will be. Go out and speak to somebody you haven't spoken to in 25 years.
Yeah, this world needs love. This world needs unity. And we need to come together to heal.
Exactly. Ooh. All right, so now I need you to listen. And listen carefully. Dehumanization tactics. Historically comparing a group of people to animals. Historically, all right. Nobody should be comparing no daggone body to no animal today. That's ludicrous. Historically, comparing a group of people to animals is a documented tactic known as dehumanization. Again, put yourself in another person's place. Would you want somebody comparing you to an animal? No, I would not. It would make me angry. And it would make you angry too. It's not funny at all if it's done to you. So it shouldn't be funny at all when it's done to somebody else. It was used during eras of slavery and colonialism to lower the perpetrator's moral guilt and justify systemic mistreatment. You're not going to be able to justify systemic mistreatment anymore. Okay? Nobody will be able to. If it worked before, it's not working anymore. You, me, nobody is better than another person. We all bleed the same color blood. We all have the same makeup inside. We all die the same way. We all born the same way. Everybody's born of a woman. Everybody's gonna die whatever way they're gonna die. People are not slaves. Stop treating people like slaves. On the job, in your family, the cashiers at the Food Lion or the Publix, they're not your slaves. Right? Yeah. And cashiers at the Food Lion and the Publix, start acting right so people won't treat you like slaves. At the Burger King and the McDonald's and the Wendy's.
Yes.
Try to get somebody's food right for a change.
Right. Everybody get some act right.
Yeah. Everybody needs to get some act right.
Yeah.
Everybody. Woo, again, people are not slaves and will not be treated that way anymore in any capacity. So if you think you're going to have some slaves again, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong.
Absolutely.
Ain't nobody going to be your slave no more. All that cotton that was picked before, they got machines for it now. Collard greens, black eyed peas, whatever they probably didn't pick black eyed peas. All right, keep it on. Last, debunked scientific racism. In the 18th and 19th centuries, some pseudoscientists attempted to use flawed measurements to claim biological hierarchies. Modern genetics and anthropology have completely discredited these studies as scientifically invalid. Again, if you're in a group of people where you know you're wrong, but if I'm giving you some information, you just discard it because you don't want to admit that you're wrong, admit it today. And if not, oh well. It was given to you.
Yes, it was.
And if it's that bad for you, just don't like me. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Alright, so had I not given you, or had we not given you any of this information, all you gotta do is use some common sense. It doesn't take somebody sitting on a live giving you some we all bleed the same color blood information and how racism is wrong, how stereotyping is wrong. It doesn't take that. Use your common sense, the one God gave you. And I know you know God gave you common sense, even if you're not a believer. You didn't get it. It didn't drop from the air.
Right.
All right, so let me deepen your understanding, and then I'm done. The myth of race, from a biological and genetic standpoint, race does not exist. Human beings share 99.9% of their DNA, meaning race is entirely a social concept rather than a biological reality. You can put a pin in that.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we all bleed the same color blood. You got something to say?
You said it all. We all bleed the same color blood.
Yeah.
Treat everyone equally. Treat everyone fairly. Treat everyone as you would want to be treated.
Simple as that. Yeah. If somebody were to call you the N-word, or somebody were to call you, I don't know the other words, the H-word, or redneck, or pig. I'm trying to think of some wetbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Kook. Is that? Am I?
I don't know what that was. What was that?
I don't know what it is. Any of that.
Yeah.
And you knew you weren't that, it would bother you. So turn that thing around And think about somebody calling you or treating you a certain way that you know you don't want to be treated. And realize we all bleed the same color blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I think it's it too.
All right. Till next time.
If you got any questions, comments, likes, dislikes, we accept them all. If you want us to go over a topic, let us know. Someone asked us to do this when we did it. It's touchy, but it's necessary.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So God bless you all. Thank you for listening to us, and have a wonderful weekend.